Good morning, my name is Georgina, and this is my final speech for Dr. Johnson's class, Tuesday and Thursdays at 9:30. For many years now, students here in American Samoa have lacked and scored below the national average compared to their counterparts in the United States. Why is it these students are supposed to have the same education as those in the States, but still they score below the national average? That is why I believe that the bilingual education here in American Samoa should be strengthened. And my three supporting facts are the language barrier, unqualified teachers, and the lack of support in the community. My first point, which was the language barrier. What I mean by this is that students here in American Samoa, their primary language is Samoan, but when they go to school, ASDOE has mandated that there be an English-only policy in the classroom. And what that means is that only English is supposed to be spoken and taught to the students. There was a survey done on the class of fourth graders here in American Samoa, and out of those fourth graders, only 95% of those fourth graders lacked the skills needed in English and reading, meaning they weren't proficient. And then also another disturbing fact, in this recent year that just passed, the class of 2011 that came to American Samoa Community College to take the placement test, out of all those students, only about 20 to 30 students actually were ready for college level courses. These students are supposed to be going to school to learn to be proficient in the English language and in other courses. But instead, we see that these students still are not. Which leads me to my second point, which is the unqualified teachers. Teachers here in American Samoa, I'm pretty sure, are qualified in their own way. But if you were to ask them to show you documentation of them being qualified, out of the 90% of Samoan teachers teaching, only about 40% of those teachers actually have an undergraduate degree or a graduate degree of some sort. So, as you can see, over 50% of those teachers are not qualified. So that those small number of teachers who actually are qualified, it's not going to make a big impact on our students. My last point, which is the lack of support in the community. What I mean by this is that parents should be supporting their students in their academic career more than they should be supporting them in their sports career. Parents here and the community in whole go to more football games, basketball games, and volleyball games, and etc. than they do to the academic affairs, such as science fair, history day, and so on and so forth. Students should be getting support from their parents so that they can succeed and actually be proficient by the time they get to the college level courses. But instead, we still have not seen that. In conclusion, I believe there should be a dual language program set in effect saying that English and Samoan are the primary language to be taught here in the classroom. And also, a study has shown that says if the student is not proficient in their native language, they will never be proficient in their second language that they are trying to learn. So, in order for the student scores to be higher and for students to be successful when they get when they graduate high school, they should be able to learn in their primary language. Thank you. My name is Georgina. Have a good summer.